Alright, so to celebrate Friday the 13th, I decided to read a fan fiction today, but it's going to be a very interesting fan fiction. I was on Snapchat the other day, going through the media stories and all that extra crap that pops up on there. And apparently there's a Cole and Dylan Sprouse fanfic, and from what I looked at briefly on the article, they sent it to, I don't remember his name, but on the show he's Mr. Mosby. They sent it to him and he thought it was disturbing. So to celebrate Friday the 13th and just terrible, weird, crazy things, I decided to read part one of this fan fiction. I did a little bit of research before this video. There's only two parts. I'm not going to read part two. I can probably only get through one part. It was last updated in 2015, so I don't know why it's getting so much hype now, and everyone's just barely finding out about it now, but I'm going to read part one on here, so yeah. Oh, I'm scared. I'm going to throw up. Alright, so I'm currently reading Sprouse Twins gay fanfic. It's by Stories1208 if you're interested in following them on Wattpad. Yes, this is on Wattpad. It's had 26.2, can't tell if that's million views or not, but yeah. So, here goes nothing. Oh. Okay, it says, Dylan had always liked the shower. Was it because the warmth reminded him of Cole's embrace? Because the stream on his face felt like his brother's breath? Or because what he looked at his own body? Or because when he looked at his own body, he was identical to Cole's? Who knew, but one thing was for certain. Dylan was closest to his fantasies when in the shower. What a riveting paragraph to start off with. Oh, the running water over his mouth was Cole's sensuous lips, the water running over his body, Cole's soft hands, and the water in between his legs, what Dylan had dreamed about for years. Oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? His feelings for Cole had started when he was 12. Back then he had just wanted to kiss him, wrap his arms around him, and know that his feelings were mutual. He'd wanted to feel his own lips encompass Cole's mouth and feel the sensation of his tongue entwined with his brother's. That is how it had started, and it had only gotten worse. He used to practice kissing Cole on a teddy bear. One day when he was 14, he cut a hole in between the legs of the teddy bear and practiced something else. He kissed the Cole bear and even dressed in Cole's own boxers, practicing sliding them down its legs. He would then mount the bear, imagining Cole's whimpers of delight as he slid his still pubescent dick through his bear's stuffing. Wow. Dylan had ridden that bear for hours throughout his teen years, secretly hoping that Cole might one day walk in and happen to offer to take the bear's place since he was doing such a good job. That day never came, but Dylan did deep inside that bear almost every night. Holy crap. He'd eventually thrown it away reluctantly due to the smell from its years of service. You don't say. Dylan missed that bear and felt the gap that Cole made in his life. Now in the shower, Dylan began to realize for the first time in his life that gap may never be filled. Surely if Cole felt the same way, something would have happened by now. Some sign. Was he destined to live his life fantasizing over someone who would never love him back? These thoughts disturbed him. Opening his eyes, Dylan was greeted by the tip of his penis. This is really awkward for me to read. I just want all of you to know that. I would never write or say any of this crap out loud to anyone else. This is going to take a lot. He had gotten so hard thinking about Cole that it was literally pointing towards his face. The head poked out of his foreskin as if asking if it should come all the way out. Its pre-cum making obscure patterns as the shower water trailed it down his legs. Dylan had to relieve himself. He began to lube his A with some shampoo from his yet-to-be rinsed blonde hair. He grabbed the shampoo bottle and slowly with a gasp, he began to slide in between his cheeks. The bottle was large, but he imagined Cole would be too, and so he enjoyed the pain as he began to build momentum, sliding it in and out of himself. Oh my gosh. How much? Oh, I don't have too much left. He turned and on the wall of the shower, still using the shampoo bottle, and began to reach down to his dick. With pleasure from both ends, it was a struggle to keep himself from screaming. He closed his eyes, feeling the water running over him. He again imagined the teddy bear and then Cole himself, visualizing his silky blonde hair first, then moving down past his enveloping eyes, through his tempting lips, past his smooth white body to his pulsing dick. Dylan opened his mouth, oh my gosh, to let his brother's imaginary dick in, ramming the shampoo bottle deeper and deeper inside. Suddenly, he couldn't hold it in anymore. He moaned, "Oh, Cole," as his dick released a torrent of sperm, the shampoo bottle as deep inside him as it would go. The white liquid streaked the inside of the shower like some strange modern art, the water slowly draining it away like his fantasies. His A finally released the shampoo bottle from its hold, and it slid with a squelch past his cheeks. With that, Dylan sighed with relief and got out of his shower. Oh, thank heavens, we're almost done. Cole, hearing his brother shout his name, got up from his seat and walked to the door of the bathroom, blissfully unaware of what had occurred on the other side. "Dylan?" he asked. No reply. He tentatively turned the doorknob, finding it open. As he stepped in, he saw his brother wearing only a towel around his waist. What did you need me for? I was watching the game," Cole asked, a little annoyed at the interruption. "Oh, never mind. I was looking for my toothbrush," Dylan replied, holding it up sheepishly. Cole rolled his eyes in annoyance and made to turn away, but just at that moment, his eyes caught the outline of the bulge in Dylan's towel. He became fixated on it, observing it as if it was some foreign symbol. It was like he was just realizing for the first time that his brother had a penis. What a strange sensation. Cole's eyes perused the rest of Dylan's body as if there might be some other body part to discover, but he gave up at the nipples. "Cole?" Dylan questioned. Cole regained his thoughts, shocked at himself. "I'm going to bed. I think I'm just tired," Cole reasoned. "Okay, good night," answered Dylan. Cole turned to leave the room, and just at the last second, he caught a glimpse of Dylan's towel sliding a little too low as he returned his toothbrush, flashing just the top of Dylan's plump buttocks. Oh, well. Okay. Cole shook these strange thoughts from his head and walked off to his room. His dick is hard as a rock. Wow. Wow. Oh. That was very interesting. Very interesting story. Oh my gosh. First of all, who the freak, like, oh my gosh. First of all, Hooven's like, "Oh, this is a good idea." It's like, I know there's like, Wincest. It's like the Winchester brothers off Supernatural. Like, I know that's a thing, but it's like taking actual like people and like actual celebrities is a little extreme to a whole new level. It's a pretty interesting fan fiction. That was very disturbing. I'm gonna need like some therapy now to recover after having to read that for who knows how many people are gonna watch this video, and it's like, oh, but yeah. If you want to check out the rest of that, I mean, you freaking can go ahead, but I mean, it's your freaking life. I'm definitely not gonna read the rest of that. I've never even really read much fan fiction. Like, I'm into a lot of like nerdy stuff in fandoms, but I've never like gotten to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and read some fanfic. I haven't really gotten there yet. You know, I was gonna start Riverdale too, because season 2 just started, so I was gonna like watch season 1 and kind of get caught up or whatever. But yeah, after reading that tonight, I don't think I freaking can, so I guess I'm gonna have to find something else to watch tonight, because I definitely cannot watch Riverdale after having imagined and freaking reading all that crap. But yeah, so thumbs up on this video for my pain. Don't forget to subscribe. You can watch my other videos. They're not as sexually explicit and horrendous as this video was, so be sure to go check some other ones out. I promise they're not that bad. Let's see. And stay salty.